So, sirens. I'm going to give you 3 examples of the different kinds of sirens. So the first one is on. So squeeze your cheeks if it helps. You can also do it without, but that requires more support from the breath. So squeeze a tiny bit. It just creates extra skin to vibrate. And with a nice inhale, just make sure that you've got the right movement. The lips should be relaxed. And if you've got the right setup, then you can go ahead and do your first siren, which will be like this. You're aiming for it to be smooth, for the sound to be connected, for it to be regular, and just try it out on a small siren at first, and then you can extend it. Etc., etc. Second type of siren is on a V sound, V for victory, V for vibration. Your teeth should be on your bottom lip, and it's the same thing again. Take a nice inhale without sucking the air in and making sure you're breathing from this area. And you should feel this nice forwards motion where there's resistance from the V sound, and that helps create a connection with the breath. Next siren is on the Z, Z. So here you have the tongue behind the teeth, and the teeth are almost entirely closed. Z. Always take care on the descent. The temptation is, oh, I've done it, I've done the hard bit, I've got to the top. But you want to really take your time and make sure that you are in control. You're deciding how quickly and how long it takes to get back down, and really enjoy every micro change that happens. Zzz. So once you've done those 3, you can get onto the queen of sirens, which is the NG sound, which should be completely in the nose. So to check, as you're emitting a constant sound. By closing your nose, the sound should not come out. If it does come out, it means it's still coming out of the mouth. So once you've got that, you can think of things that bring it into the nasal cavities, which are like you see disgusting food. Whatever it is that helps you, this is an excellent exercise for projecting the sound forward, especially as we go up. The sound tends to go backwards. So it will go like this. So you can actually move your mouth. None of this is important, and by moving the mouth just slightly, you're making sure that you're not locking your jaw. You may experience breaks, you may experience jumps. This is all perfectly natural, but you want to move away from having the breaks. The jumps we can work with, but the breaks is really when that's an indication that the breath isn't supported enough. So it tells us a lot about where we're at on our vocal journey. So I'll do that once more. All right. So the next one is taking that nasal sound, the NG sound. We're going to do our first exercise, which goes like this. So those notes are C, E, G, A, G, E, C. So on a keyboard you can find those, and we'll do it again. You're aiming for this chewing gummy effect in between each note. So you really want to get to each note. You can make it as smooth as you want, which is a really, really good exercise for maintaining control and to make sure that the breath is nicely supported. So, and you're going to go up incrementally by semitones. So the next note, so the black note on the keyboard, which should be and sometimes it may wobble a bit. It's first thing in the morning for me, so yeah, it's like, oh, okay, I'm still finding my way. So now we should be on a D. And make sure on the descent that the sound doesn't go back. It's a very typical thing that happens. You want to have it as forwards as you can. Just imagine the sound is going along like a track that's going outside of your head. That's what helps me. Whatever helps you, it's all inside, so we need to imagine it. And it can help also to imagine that the sound is coming out of your third eye. So you're breathing in through this area, and really as silently as you can, take a moment to hold, to get ready to emit the sound that you want in the way that you want. The power of imagination is really important here. And really nice and connected. And then launch into it. And you can just keep going up by semitones and just notice what happens. And you'll get to a point where you're like, woohoo, I don't know if I can do this anymore. We can, but be gentle and be patient. And then once you get to however high you want to get, then always work your way back down so that you help your voice to come back down to the spoken voice. Register. That would be a good word to put in.